Time now on this Friday is 6:43 in your Capitol Watch. Texas Senator John Cornyn lost his primary election earlier this week. He does join a growing list of Republicans leaving the Senate after this Congress. That exodus could be trouble for President Donald Trump. Scripps News Group congressional correspondent Nate Reed explains why.
Senator John Cornyn's primary loss in Texas earlier this week added a prominent mainstay of the Senate Republican Conference to a growing list of members now headed for the exit after this Congress. And that math may spell trouble for President Donald Trump. Any election year, there's bound to be some turnover, and that's especially true for the Senate GOP in 2026. This year, at least 9 Republican senators will not be returning in the next Congress. But with 7 months left in their terms and nothing to lose, several of those Republicans have no qualms speaking up and speaking out against President Trump's priorities.
It's stupid on stilts.
It's being called the YOLO Conference. You only live once. The tensions came to a head before the Senate's Memorial Day recess, when Republicans skipped town over frustrations with President Trump's nearly $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund, rather than passing a $70+ billion Trump-supported plan to fund ICE and Border Patrol, initially expected to pass easily with Republican support alone. Democrats taking aim.
Republicans, so divided, so dysfunctional, so disorganized, are fleeing Washington. Their majority can't melt down fast enough.
On Monday, the Senate returns to Washington, and the fate of the $70 billion package still unclear. Republicans before the recess floated putting guardrails on Trump's anti-weaponization fund, which could doom the effort to send billions to ICE and Border Patrol. And the Iran war also likely to be a challenge for the White House. Senator Bill Cassidy, fresh off his primary loss to a Trump-backed challenger,
Mr. Cassidy,
voting with Democrats to advance a bill to limit President Trump's war powers. If that bill passes Congress, it could send a strong rebuke to the White House. Republicans this term have held a relatively narrow majority in the Senate, 53 to 47. Now, the primary defeats of 2 Republican senators in recent weeks could weaken President Trump's control of his party even more. In addition to those 9 Republicans who won't be returning next year, a handful more, like Susan Collins of Maine and John Husted of Ohio, are locked in tight battles to hold on to their seats. That means the number of Republicans breaking with President Trump could continue to grow as November approaches. Nathaniel Reed, Scripps News Group, Washington.